Now, I don't know about you, but I feel like we don't hear the name Obi Toppin enough. I mean, he was our top pick in the draft before last, and he also has a lot of upside to his game. But the sound has been quiet when it comes to Obi Toppin. Is it because he's operating at a position that won't get him enough playing time? Or is the question regarding his skill and ability still hanging over like a cloud above his head? Whatever the case, that hasn't stopped Obi. He still has that passion we saw in his rookie year. And since Summer League, I can honestly say that he has upped his game more, to the point where there's thought that he could become our leading player coming off the bench. When you think of Obi, you instantly think of high flyer. But that's not all to his game. See, Obi came into the league as a rim runner with potential to be above average from three. It was thought that he would impact the game faster than most rookies because of his age and also his skill. But missing Summer League really hurt Obi. Not saying Summer League is the NBA, but it's the closest thing to it. And you get the feel for your team way before the season starts, learning plays and getting to know your coaches. And then there came the obvious, which is the emergence of Randall, who had upped his game from good to all-star good, which left the coaches in a bind. Here you had raw talent in his rookie season versus star-worthy talent that was only getting better. So it was only right that Obi was left out of that loop. Short minutes with even shorter leash showed every time he made a defensive mistake, prompting Tibbs to send him to the bench early. And there was also his lateral issue. See, Obi had a tendency to close his legs when guarding opponents, making it more difficult to move lateral on defense. He also lacked versatile moves and never seemed to be able to shake defenders, forcing him to either pass out or worse, take a bad shot. It was obvious his confidence took a shot, and it showed when he was on the court. But Obi, the jubilant one, picked up the ball and got to work even more. We saw his game improve drastically when Rose came to the team. Continuing lob jams with shooting improvement got Obi more minutes, boosting his confidence, which later showed in the playoffs. I can honestly say he was one of the bright spots in that dark series that saw us fall to the Atlanta Hawks. But Obi didn't stop there. He took a week rest and came back to New York with Quickly, where they trained all summer, building their minds and skill to be prepared for the next season. The work also showed in the Summer League, where he dominated easily, earning him a spot in the NBA Summer League first team, showing us that he was taking steps in the right direction. But this led over in preseason, where we witnessed his improvement with ball handling. His ability to score without the ball proved vital with the starters after filling in for Randall one game. And his confidence shooting the ball seems to be at his highest. But can Obi take that next step and be the force off the bench that the Knicks fans hope he can be? We saw his willingness to play D, and to be honest, it worked. But will that be an every game thing for Obi? Will he develop a killer mentality to where he's confident every time he has the ball? And will he develop his post game more, something I think he can excel at? All this is reachable, and his willingness to get better dictates that. But Obi won't reach this if he continues being nice. And yes, there's nothing wrong with being a nice guy, but dogs rule the court, and he won't last long if he lives in Randall's shadow forever. He has to treat every second on the court as if it's his last, using his athleticism to dominate on offense and defense, choosing to score when it's there besides passing it up to guards. And no, I'm not saying play selfish, but we had to admit playing passive won't cut it either. The sky is the limit for Obi. His development over the course of a summer proves this in him. It's just whether or not he's going to let that beast out. I want to thank you guys for joining me, and if you want to support your boy, please do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel and you do like my work and want to be linked in whenever I drop a video, be sure to subscribe, because the season is soon to start and I got a lot more Knicks content coming for you. So stay tuned, Knicks Mob, and remember to always lead by example.